Welcome back, team. You are gaming with Lone Star United, and I'm here with. Go ahead.
Hey, Michael Stryker here.
All right, and we have our game two against Team Maryland in the U.S. Cup. Is this the semifinals, Michael?
It is the semifinals. And
Semifinals.
this we advance to the final.
All right. Oh, we got a crappy hand.
Yeah, that's pretty shit.
What are you thinking here?
Well, Vietnam's the headline.
Yep.
I mean, I usually like to go 4-5 because we're going to play Truman.
All right.
I know some people don't like it, but I prefer it.
Okay. When in doubt, do it. Do what Stryker says. That's my.
Yeah. And if we get defected, we're just going to do a one-up coup on Iran and just turtle for the turn.
What's
We
our
need to
space
figure out what we're
card?
going to do with Marshall and NORAD.
Well, see, that's kind of like one of the reasons I like going to like Yugoslavia, because Marshall going to Greece and Turkey isn't bad. You can start working on country count.
Yeah, I generally dislike that.
I know you do.
Let's see, we got 5, 7,
Oh, I forgot the
9,
Y.
11, 15. We actually have like normal hand of ops. It just is bad because of Marshall and NORAD. All of our ops and cards we don't want to play.
So do we hold 5-year plan or do we play it with Truman?
Um,
So to me is if Europe is not played this turn, I'd prefer to hold 5-year plan because we may get it next turn, and it's obvious that we're not going to get anywhere there.
yeah, but I'm still not sure what we do with Marshall and NORAD. I mean, if you can space one of them, but I don't think we can space them both.
No, I cannot. So Vietnam's the headline, right?
Vietnam's the headline.
You so. All right. You sure you want a one-op coup? You don't want to do a two-op coup with special into Iran?
I'm not sure about that.
Or
I'm not sure it's Truman. It may be special just right away. Two Thailand, one Laos, something like
I,
that.
so, yeah, I like that at least, right? So, like that.
Yeah, if he's got Suez or De Gaulle and he's planning on playing it, at least it's going to cost him. He won't be able to get it for free in France. So I kind of, if you're not going to play Suez, I like playing special early in the turn. I think.
Okay, so he needs a 4 to flip this, right? With a 4-op.
Yeah, but then we get a coup back.
Man, okay.
You guys, sorry I'm late.
Oh, hey, Thomas.
Hey, how's it going, Thomas?
Good. Can
We
finally
got a
join
crap
one.
hand. What's that?
Finally can join one. It's been a while.
Yeah, turn
Yeah,
your
I think the
turn.
last time we had you was the infamous space attempt.
Yeah,
That's right. That was a good one though. That was a good
that was a
game.
That was a
great
fun
one.
game.
Turn your mic down just a little bit, Thomas, please. So we headlined Vietnam, and then we played special into Thailand and Laos. That was our jam. He played containment, so he's got all 4 ops all day, all the time.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing. If he coups, yeah, we got a coup back. There's no doubt about it. And I guess it's a China coup, isn't it?
You mean if he takes control of Thailand?
Yeah.
Um,
Depends
Yeah, if you
on
get like a two op in there, we probably need to use China. If it's just one op, you could use
Formosan.
NORAD or Marshall or even risk it with Formosa.
Yeah.
But I don't know what we're going to do with Marshall and NORAD. I'm not quite sure what to do with that. I mean, 5 year is either AR6 or hold, one or the other.
Right.
I think you're going to try to space Marshall or NORAD, and then you're either going to have to play the other one or you're going to have to play China to hold one of them. +5 here.
Yeah,
So
our
I'm not
hand
really
is
sure
our
what
hand
the
is
best way
really
to proceed
blue,
on that.
right? Our hand is other than our headline, our hand is really blue.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a tough situation for sure. You have to have one of Marshall or NORAD, or play the China card. I think I favor playing China in general, but it's hard to do that if you don't have a good reason to do it, I guess.
Well, we've got 5-year plan in hand, so we're not going to lose to DEF CON. That'd be embarrassing to lose on turn. Oh, he went to France.
Surprise,
See what
surprise.
he-
Here's
no.
he's playing influence.
Would he have headlined containment if he had Mideast, or is that just something we can ignore for right now?
I think we can ignore it. What do you think?
Well, we need to get two into Iraq sooner or later, though.
You want it? Well, yeah, let's do it now then.
Um,
Or do you want a coup packy? I'd rather play.
I don't want a Kupaki.
No, I don't either. I'd rather play. Make the use of Vietnam as best we can, right?
Yes,
So
but two to Iraq is something that needs to be done.
I agree.
How about a one-op Lebanon queue? Tends to be a good use of ops, I think.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, I don't hate it either. I mean, he's got places he can coup, so we're not like starving him of mill ops this turn no matter what.
But I agree that two to Iraq is important because we don't want to get snuffed out of. He could realign us, and all kinds of bad things could happen.
I guess I think I prefer Formosa to Iraq would be my preference.
Makes sense. We still have the option of queuing Lebanon, and we'll have that option.
Yep.
Yeah, because you just can't rely on Lebanon being your only place in the Mideast at the end
Yeah,
of the term because he gets the last coup.
Well, now that we've played
definitely.
Formosan, I'm okay with playing the China card early, just to see if that can be undone.
I don't mind playing the China card. I think we could just put four
For,
into South Korea, one into North Korea, something like that.
yeah, we can
But
hold.
I'd
We
like to
can.
buff up Thailand at some point.
Yeah, we can
And
hold
use our
Marshall,
use our
Space
ones
NORAD,
in
and
Southeast
hold.
Asia probably.
Yeah, we can hold 5-year plan in Marshall if we use China, Space NORAD.
Yeah, and if we use Truman and Romania in Southeast Asia, we can get Thailand up to 3 or 4. If we're afraid he's going to do a coup at the last minute.
Right. Well, I
Especially if
think
we
he's
play
going
the
to.
China card,
He's
we'll need to overprotect it anyway.
he's going to go to India right now.
Yeah, probably. He might go to Egypt. He might think we have Mideast. I just think it's possible he even has Mideast. You know, using containment, even though you have Mideast, it's possible.
I don't know. I would have
Usually
headlined
Mideast is
Mideast.
my priority card to just play as US, but if you've got a great containment hand, you may think I'm going to take advantage of it.
So what's next? Romanian to one Thailand, one to Burma.
Yeah, I think something like that. One to Thailand, one to Burma, two to Thailand, one to Malaysia.
I like Malaysia better.
Or
It gives
maybe
us
it's
access.
space even. Maybe it's space NORAD. If that's possible too. I think if we're going to hold two, I prefer to hold Marshall over NORAD.
I agree. So it'd be Marshall and 5-year plan.
Yeah, I hope you draw UN.
Or Europe.
Or Europe, and at least make it tough for them. Make them spend the ops in Europe, if nothing else. I mean, they should have a ton of ops this turn with containment.
they're thinking long, aren't they?
They took a little while with the first move too.
Mm-hmm. NTB for influence. Yeah, well, there's.
Since DEFCON is sitting high, it is a little bit easier to give NORAD if we want to do that.
Yeah, giving NORAD and holding China is possible, which it looks like we're not taking South Korea now.
Nope.
I like Truman before we do Romanian, I think.
Okay. I don't think it matters, but
It probably doesn't matter, but if they play Comic-Con or Warsaw, it'll be a little bit better to do this first.
so what do you think? Thailand, Malaysia? Or
I was
Thailand, Burma?
thinking maybe Thailand,
I think I
Burma.
would prefer Burma personally. Both good
I'm
though.
actually okay like this. Let's go get access.
He is missing Milops, so there's going to be a big coup coming, which is probably going to target Thailand. That's
And-
the
Yeah,
most
and
likely
then we'll-
option.
we need to get Thailand overprotected before the end of the turn. Or maybe it's just maybe we just do our space right now.
Well,
Are
okay.
we now thinking Space Marshal play NORAD?
No, I'd rather space NORAD. NORAD can always come. I mean, all game long, that would suck.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's one of those cards that never does jack for me, and then it like works as a power
It's
game for my opponent.
I mean, to
it's such
me,
an annoying one because some games I feel like it hurts me so much, but oftentimes you give it and it just does nothing.
Does
So
nothing
it can be
exactly.
really bad or it can be fine.
Really, really swingy. Um,
let's space it.
Space NORAD?
Yeah.
Well, you're committing to playing Marshall then if you do that.
No, we're
You're
going to
committing
hold.
to either playing Marshall or playing China, one or the other.
Right. If he coups
Are we
Thailand,
never-
we got a coup with China card, so I'd rather space NORAD.
He may just wait till the end of the turn.
Right.
You could go to Burma and threaten to actually take India with the China card.
Well, we can threaten to take India with one Burma too.
That is true. Yeah, China card still gets you. You still be able
I mean,
take
to
your
me,
right.
this is the optimal play because then you can get to Indonesia and you can get to India. If he's going to coup Thailand, he's going to coup Thailand. Are we going to overprotect it? Absolutely. We do have to make a coup before the end of the turn. Question is, what's that coup going to be? And
Yeah, I don't know what that coup is going to be. It's going to be the China card, I guess. If he doesn't start cooing, I mean, he's not going to coup. I don't know if he's going to coup Laos and Vietnam now. Obviously, if he does that, we could coup back. But
I think Pakistan is if we're using the China card. You could also do France, but I've done that before and it worked. But it's kind of a weird move.
you mean Italy or
No, I
France?
mean
You mean
France.
Coup
It's a weird
France.
move though.
I've never seen that.
no, I
I've
haven't.
never
So
Either.
I did it once, and it
I've
worked.
seen it.
But
I've
it's,
seen it on South Korea, and I've seen that work.
I've seen it on South Africa.
I mean, if Asia and Middle East scoring popped out right now, I mean, I think that's the play, right? I mean, it's a weird scenario to do it.
All right. So,
Well,
what do you guys
we want
think?
Truman out of hand. I personally, I think I like spacing something.
All right. Let's go space NORAD.
Would you prefer NORAD or Marshall?
I
Nicole?
prefer to space NORAD if we're playing the China card and holding Marshall. If we're not playing the China card, I'd prefer to space Marshall and play NORAD.
Well, I think we're going to end up cooing with the China card because otherwise he's just going to coup big at the end, and we're going to lose a
Well,
bunch
if
of
if
money.
you're using NORAD for a coup, you're okay.
I'm okay giving NORAD. DEFCON is high, so that's not going to hurt us until mid-war, and then there's Quagmire and all the cards. I mean,
So let's
no, it can
space
be really
Marshall.
bad.
Let's space Marshall.
You want to do that right now?
If we're going to play NORAD, let's space Marshall.
Oh God, I hate this. Okay, this is going to bite us in the ass. I know it. You guys good with this? You want me to commit?
I hope not. It could. It certainly
It
could.
could.
NORAD can be really bad
All right, we got the
if we hit the
VPs.
space.
That's nice. Oh, they had Asia. That's too bad they got away with it. Um,
Truman, right?
yeah, let's do
Overprotect.
Truman, and let's just do 2 to Thailand.
Ooh, I want to be able to breach out somewhere.
I'm more worried about well, I think right now we're going to be using NORAD for a coup at some point, probably Iran or Egypt or somewhere in the Mideast.
Yes.
And if we're doing that at DEFCON 5, he's cooing Thailand back.
Yeah, but we're going to take Romania and we can spread out to Indonesia or Burma still.
Well, all right, let's just put one there and then put one somewhere else. You can put one in, I don't know. I'm not sure which one's better. Maybe Burma because it gives you access to the battleground.
Okay.
What do you think?
I like it.
And then we're going under the theory that if we coup at DEFCON 5, he coups at DEFCON 4, it goes back to DEFCON 4 at the beginning of turn 2, and then we can do a big coup of Thailand.
Yes, that's it. Okay.
And
Commit?
yeah. All right.
I mean, the France coup's not bad because he wants to coup for mill-ups anyway, right? So if we do get influence in there, Pakistan's just better. Never mind, or something else.
Well, I don't know the Pakistan now, especially with Asia explored, and we haven't seen the IP award.
Yeah, no, you're right. Not Pakistan. Oh, go France.
Vegas' blockade.
You coup Lebanon here too if we're using a one-op. I just think like the coups of one stabilities with a one-op are just more efficient than like the influence usually.
But
They
I
You
were
have Vietnam
efficient
revolts
to do
though.
it too.
What's that? But we get two ops in Asia.
Yeah, we do have Vietnam revolts. That's right.
So I mean, I don't hate this.
I think I'd prefer to put 2 in Malaysia and just surround Thailand.
I agree.
That's true. Then we can always realign later on.
Now, if he
And
coups it,
then
we
we're
can
using
probably
realign.
have it
NORAD
next
for a
turn.
coup at the end of the turn and hoping that we roll high and then he doesn't break Iraq.
Man, I hate cooing with. It's gonna suck.
Well, he's not going to get it next turn. If we're cooing at DEFCON 5, he coos at DEFCON 4. He's not even filling it up, and DEFCON won't be at 2 at the beginning of next turn either.
Yeah.
So
Are you tracking?
I am tracking.
Okay.
So far, a number of low op cards have come out.
Yeah. These are all 3-1 ops. And then he's had 1 4-op, 1 2-op, and Olympic, I think. So he hasn't had. It was a good containment hand for him because he had a shitty hand, except for
Well,
NTP.
so far he's gotten 2 out of containment. Getting 3 out of it is nothing special. You know, it's just as good for the op. Getting 5 or 6 is great.
All right. Oh, he's
Probably
probably
in
got.
Ron coup here, right?
He's probably
Or do y'all
got the
disagree?
gall. Okay.
I think Iran's better.
I do
Yeah,
too.
I think Iran's definitely better.
I do
mean,
too. It
maybe
gives
you
us
get an
access to
IP
Pakistan.
war, you at least make a threat you can push into it. Yeah, let's go Iran.
Yeah, even if we take some influence out, he has to queue on this last turn. So I mean, he'll
Yeah.
probably queue back, right? But
If we get in,
Nope, we don't get in.
and we roll it.
yeah, that's not too bad because now he doesn't have as good a target.
No, he doesn't. That's right. A 3 would have been better. A 6 would have been better.
I would take
But-
yeah, it's not good,
but maybe a 2's better than a 4. I don't know.
it's not as bad of a failed Iran coup as normally a failed
could-
Iran
it's
coup.
going to be a
he got-
Nasser
he got
coup.
Nasser for that- for
Nasser
that.
coup.
Okay, well in that case it was just bad.
Yeah, it was just bad. You're right.
Okay.
All right, he failed his too. And we even picked up a mill op. That's nice.
We both had really bad hands.
I'm thinking influence in Libya is probably a priority item. Turn 1. or AR1.
IP War looks good. Deco,
It's a good
Purge,
hand.
of course.
So
Yeah, I think we can work with this.
the odds are he's got defectors, right?
It's about 50-50.
Yeah, at least.
He's
Well,
got
like, you
8
can
cards
give him
on here.
defector's chance. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
like Middle
50-50.
East
He's got
more.
8 cards, and so I don't hate just
Well,
playing Middle East. It's a wash, and
you
if
can
he
also dump
defectors it,
Middle East with 5-year plan, but we don't. I mean, I don't want to risk purge or decode defectors. I mean, we could do Nazis otherwise. Indo-Pac is also strong, but defectors.
I don't like playing Nazis. I'd rather space U.S. Japan and then go Nazis
True.
because it's 1 to 4 there.
Yeah.
You can hold U.S. Japan.
I mean,
If he has Europe and plays Europe, I'd rather just get another card and use 5-year plan to dump Mid East because I don't know how likely it is. What are we doing? What are we doing on? It's going to be DEFCON 4. So are we cooing Pakistan or are we cooing somewhere else?
I like the coup of Pakistan.
Well, we have Indo-Pac. Don't we want to
Yeah,
have
we
a go
got
at it with that first?
war. Maybe we just try the war first. If that gets defected, it's not the worst thing.
I'm good with
Then we
that. Then
just
we just coup Pakistan anyway,
then we
right?
Yeah.
coup
So
Pakistan. If we end up getting
Okay.
dominated in the Mid East, we use
Yeah,
5-year plan to.
I agree.
it
Let's do
shows the
that.
headline kind of fast.
There's the defector
with
card.
defectors.
Yep.
We could do defectors right now. I'm not defectors. Do purge right now.
We could.
Purge.
You
I
want?
like that.
Do you want to purge him?
We do have those open battlegrounds though. Libya and even just one in Iran would be nice for the adjacency to Pakistan. You might just want to take those.
Yeah, but I guess I'm thinking we're just gonna dump it. But maybe.
Yeah,
I-
we will dump it for
I
sure.
like I like an indie red coup of Iran, personally.
I'd prefer to just do influence. Just take Libya and put 2 in Iran.
Okay.
We get the adjacency at least.
So you want to do this?
Something like that would be good. We can still get the domination this turn if we want it. Old 5-year plan. Which will be good for Europe scoring if it comes out next turn.
Well, the only way that we're going to get domination is if we play U.S. Japan.
Japan should be spaced. Nazis should be evented. Deco should be evented. I mean, that just gives us one more card to either coup or to use with ops.
Right.
Unless
So
you're using 5-year at the end of the turn, which means you're not scoring at ease.
I mean, we want to protect Thailand, right?
Maybe it's just a 4-up coup on Pakistan.
We could do that. We know that IP war is gone. We need a 4.
And then he coups. If we're successful, he coups
Egypt.
Egypt. We event Deco.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
We're okay.
Like that.
If we're, I mean, yeah, I don't know. That works if we're not holding 5-year plan. If we're holding 5-year plan and playing Mid East, that's maybe not the best to play in Asia. But if we're going to dump Mid East, then there's no, I don't know. Then playing in the Mid East doesn't really make any particular sense. I guess Purge as an event really may not work as well. There are a lot of 3 and 4-op cards out there, though. There's not a whole lot of 1-op cards or scorings.
No,
So
but they're mostly
I think
red.
It might actually hit pretty well.
They're mostly red 4-op cards. I mean 3-op cards.
Yeah, Duck, Eastern European, NATO are still out there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. A coup of Pakistan is not bad. I mean, that would give us probably Asia long term in the game if we're successful.
Well, one thing is for sure, if we at least get 1-op in there, or we clear them out, India is ours, right? And then we at least neutralize Asia for the
We're
rest
not
of the
playing
game.
the China card, so I'm not sure India's ours, but we could do a second coup. And
We
it won't
could
get
we
built
could
up
use
that
we
way.
could use U.S. Japan to make it ours.
We could.
Yeah, and then it's 3-3, and we don't have to worry about it for a little bit.
I guess I like the 4-up coup on Pakistan is my preference.
I kind of like that too, because we can always get rid of the Middle East if we want to, and we can always drop it early if it stays neutral.
Well, he's either cooing Egypt, and if he rolls huge in Egypt, it's not the worst thing because we're going to lose it to Sadat, and then we get a nice deco.
Well, we don't even
Um,
need to decode then. If he coups Egypt and wins, it's one battleground to one battleground. We dump Middle East. We keep 5-year plan for Europe.
I don't know. I'm just as happy to let him play his ops in there instead of somewhere else.
Okay. All right. So are we going Pakistan?
Yeah, I think that's my preference. I'm willing to be persuaded otherwise.
Thomas?
It's fine by me.
All right. Winner,
Always
winner.
works when you get the roll.
Now playing
Yeah.
It's
US.
really good for locking down a future
Now-
neutral
That's
zone,
the
isn't
truth,
it?
Thomas. That is the truth. If you roll well, you're a genius.
You feel like it's a good decision when the roll's good, even though that shouldn't really matter,
So-
right?
Like, man, I'm such a brilliant strategist.
Right, good strategy there, guys.
Nice.
You
Yeah,
roll a
so,
one, it's like, oh, what a terrible decision that was.
so now playing US Japan. Let's get access here, right? Do we want access or do we want to not give him?
Probably Austria, since we're going to have to give him independent reds.
All right. Now playing U.S. Japan into India and Burma makes a lot of sense to me. It protects against Indo-Pak War, which is going to be reshuffled, and we still keep domination.
I don't like it. I do think we want to get at least one up in India in case a disaster happens, but
Oh, he
I don't
failed.
think.
He failed the coup.
Well, maybe we take Libya right now while we can.
Well, I wish we had a 3-up.
I think taking Libya is fine. What do you think?
I like it. Yeah, they discussed these dice on Tuesday. So you want just 2 on Libya?
I like that better than any of the other alternatives. What else? What are the other alternatives anybody wants to do?
Well, I don't really want to go to Algeria, although we are going to play. Yeah, but we can't go to Algeria. But
I mean, we could do Deco right away, but
no, I'd rather do
open
Libya
battleground.
first.
Let's just take the battleground.
Take the battleground, yeah.
It's good. Yeah, it's good for the long term.
When in doubt, Michael says take the battleground. Thomas, you good?
Go for it.
You know, taking domination as an AR6 play with Middle East getting reshuffled doesn't suck.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Just coming back.
Okay, so Deco, what are we thinking? Algeria, Angola, Indonesia, and Nigeria?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking probably.
And you're still wanting to space U.S. Japan.
Yeah, I think we space Japan, and then we can use the Nazis.
Okay.
I mean, it's great if you can get up to space 3 early in the game. I love being ahead in the space race.
I do too, but I'm always wary with the Soviets because, you know, you get to space 4 and then you can't get rid of colonials. You
Yeah,
can't get rid
it's a
of.
bit tricky.
Yeah.
It's a bit tricky, but I mean, getting to space 3 is you want to get there as soon as you can.
For the VP.
Yeah, pretty much in any game, you always want to get to space 3 first. That is nice. It never hurts. You know, if we're at the point where if you're there and then you can space a 2 up and you get to double space and you space a 2 and a 3 on the same turn, you may be able to jump up to the discard one.
Yeah.
If you can race to the discard, it's okay.
He may crawl to Angola
If you
right
get
now.
stuck on space 4, it sucks.
Yep. Okay, I guess we got a
So
deco now, right?
now it's Angola, Zaire, Nigeria, and maybe Indonesia or maybe
How
Algeria.
about this?
I'd go Algeria because it'll be hard for him to take that and Angola unless he has a four up.
Yeah, and it gives us access to France, which we don't have yet.
Keeps the pressure on. Yeah. We have an adjacency to Indonesia anyway. I don't think he's going to be able to take it with, I mean, the ones threatened. I mean, I mean, Indonesia's good too, but probably want one in Angola. South
You
Africa adjacency, not
you
that
like the
important,
one?
but
I mean, I like to have the adjacency to Zaire so they can't do any kind of realigns and
it's true. Yeah. I think
um,
I would probably vote skipping out on Southeast Asia and putting them all in
so
Africa, but happy to be overruled.
skip Indonesia and put it into Angola and just use it all
Yeah.
four African battlegrounds.
All right.
That should be okay. We've got enough countries that we're not going to lose on country count in Asia. So
Yeah,
Indonesia,
and we can still take, I mean, Indonesia is probably good to take here if we can get it the next turn.
Okay, Michael, just for my edification, why do you hate giving up US Japan here? Because even if we don't even put the ops in Asia, we're still dominating if we give it up. It's a 4-op card for us. We could put 3 in Saudi, 1 in Syria, and 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 dominate.
so it's four ups for us, and it's three influence for him. So basically, it's equivalent to about a one up card for us, is what it is, right?
Okay,
And you're
I see that,
and you're
but we
taking
also
you're
get
taking
3
a great card
VP.
out of the deck that could be useful to you later in the game. Oh, he's got these dahlias. And for missile or for protection, protecting yourself from missile or for drawing from missile.
Hmm.
And I like the space attempt because it's nicer to use the Nazis on the hard to make space three than it is on the easier to make space two.
All right,
So
so we're
I
spacing.
mean, it's not the worst thing. Sometimes you have to play it for the ops, but if you have the luxury of not, I prefer spacing.
Okay, I get your thought process. Thomas, you good with spacing?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the ops here are pretty nice too, though. There's some
Ops
battlegrounds
are,
to look
I
at.
mean, it is 4 for 3. It's basically a one-up card in a way, and I
Yeah,
always play the sectors, and I'll play special usually instead of spacing them. So I don't think it's an auto space. What do you want to use them for? Let's see. Let's look at the map.
well, Algeria, Indonesia, okay, not a battleground, but still good. We could then go just Egypt, Syria, and take a domination too. I mean,
So make
I know what
like
you mean, like it's a one-op card, but
right,
honestly, the
right.
ops when there's open battlegrounds, those ops can be pretty nice. I feel like yeah, I'd probably go Syria, Egypt, Indonesia, Algeria, something like that. Angola is a
Very
good Q target, so I don't want to flip it, but yeah,
well.
I'd probably do
I
something like
want to
that.
get one into India just in case he does draw the war. Then we at
Yeah,
least get India.
Well, we can do that
absolutely
with
makes
5-year
sense.
plan at the end too.
Well, if we're going to hold 5 year plan if we're playing Mid East. So
Yeah,
if we play Japan, then
Nazis.
we're playing Mid East, and then we're holding 5 year plan.
Nazis would be an event. Yeah, there's no point putting.
So what do you guys think? So you're thinking here, 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 and here?
India,
Oh, Indonesia.
India.
Yeah.
You guys like
Yeah,
that?
so something like this is possible.
But we got a nice number of victory points. I mean, the victory points from that are
Well, it's always
good.
good for VPs. Yeah, making Mid East nice. It's not bad. So we could do that. Maybe that is better. Maybe that's better than spacing.
Holding 5-year plan. I mean, Europe scoring hasn't come out, and everything there is pretty overprotected. It might be nice to have 5-year plan on turn three.
You know what? I guess because he didn't. No, he covered. He really hasn't had a chance to play Europe, so I'm not sure we can infer he doesn't have it.
He might still have it, but in general, I mean, it's a 5-year plan's a nice hold card too. I mean,
Absolutely. If we haven't seen Europe, 5 years a nice hold.
although we also
Um,
haven't seen CIA, but
yeah, we haven't seen CIA.
Yeah, but that's
All
okay.
right, well,
if
let's
he
do
draws
this.
We'll have the
that.
China card. It'll be all right.
Let's do this.
Okay, I'm gonna
We could
commit.
also just use the China card here. I mean,
No, I'd rather not do that. No.
yeah, with CIA unseen, actually,
Yeah, no,
holding
no,
5-year plan, that
no.
seems not
Okay,
worth
I'm
it.
gonna commit.
Yeah, go ahead, commit. So like in principle, I value a space attempt as basically equal to one op. I think those are roughly equivalent. So getting basically like a one-up card using Japan, they get 3, we get 4, versus a space attempt, that's about equal. Um, no. Let's take 2 out of France, 2 out of UK. Make him spend more ops to get a Europe dome. He's gonna have to spend 2 in UK because he doesn't know whether we have Europe or not,
Right. And
unless
we
he
get
has
and
it.
we get to play the Middle East and get our 4 points.
Yeah, and we haven't seen De Gaulle, so he's probably going to want to overprotect France. Yeah, I think this is better. I mean, just in principle, I generally kind of would usually space it if I can, but thinking about it more and looking at it, what we did with it, I like it. Just being able to get the VPs for Mideast is better.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
NORAD's active. Let's go Mideast, get our VPs.
Okay, so where's NORAD going to hurt us right now? Egypt, and that's Egypt and Angola. That's about it, right?
He might break France or something like that. I'm not France, breaking North Korea. What am I saying?
So do we play it for ops or do we go up on space?
I think it's an event.
So it's a coup of Angola, right?
I don't know. Panama's really good. Good Panama.
Yeah, Panama's
Yeah,
good.
Panama's good. Yeah.
It's isolated. We're not going to get access to South America because he played UN and didn't discard, which tells me he's holding these
Yeah.
down.
Can always queue Angola later in the mid-war too, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Panama's nice for access reasons.
Yeah, you can always then push into South America if you need to or want to or have the
Without
opportunity,
D-Stall, I like to do that. Yeah.
especially without D-Style, yes.
So guys, there is one
Oh, who
there
we
is one
got?
possibility that we can do in the beginning of the turn that I've seen done to me, and that's realign Iran.
I don't like that at DEF CON 3. I mean, maybe at DEF CON 4 you do something like that,
Okay.
but at DEF CON 3 I wouldn't do that. Not with juicy battlegrounds that you can coup.
Right. I don't disagree, but man, I'm hating an active NORAD right now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we had our problem hand in turn 1.
Figure you guys are doing pretty well.
Hey, David,
I'm here.
good to see you. I didn't know you were here.
Hi. It's good to hear Thomas here.
Yeah, we got the whole team.
Huh.
We got the whole
Hey,
gang.
we've only had that like one other time, right? The entire team together.
I don't know that we've ever had it. We had one game that the other team no showed where everybody on our team showed up.
Yeah, that's
About
right.
Little League and giving to a player.
So we're doing okay. Europe has not come out yet.
Oh, okay.
And
We
we're
have
hoping
NORAD's
to get
CIA.
active. NORAD is active, by the way.
How about Socialist? Yeah, is Socialist,
It's in the discard.
okay.
Yeah, NORAD is active. That's our big problem. Oh, and
That's what-
CIA, no D-Stall.
Oh, there's D-Stall.
no decall.
Asia's
No, we
scoring.
went to Europe with 5-year, but oops.
Since we're giving Asia scoring, might be a good chance to do Korean War before would want that to event that before we score Asia, right? Decall is also good. Take Indonesia.
check the cards real quick. See what they.
Probably Decall or Korean War, right?
Hang on a second. EU.
Defectors, I'm worried about defectors. I'm also worried about IP.
I thought those I'm okay with the defectors risk.
Okay, so I've got them with Comic-Con, D-Style, AI War, EEU, Europe, and 3 unknowns. think we're going to have to play CIA on AR1.
I agree.
We headline it.
Yeah,
No, Duck is
I can
possible.
cover.
Yeah, but they're not going to play deck with
Yeah,
They
they
know we
might.
have CIA. They know we have CIA.
Yeah, they
And
might.
5-year plan. 5-year plan is also known. They could absolutely play duck given the scenario.
Yeah, absolutely. Um,
He's just scoring. I wouldn't want to risk to defectors. I'm thinking Korean War
no, that's too
or
valuable.
decoy.
I like Korean War too.
As do I.
Okay, let's go. Or just play CIA Air 1.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we need to get it out.
Yeah. Well, we get our mill ups at least. That's fine. We knew it was coming.
There you
Oh,
go.
Yes,
Oh,
there we
there you
go.
go.
That's nice.
So yeah, let's give them CIA, and then we can use 5-year plan on blockade at the end of the turn. I think.
Yeah, or hold it.
Good
Probably
with that,
prepare to
yeah.
use it, yeah.
yeah, we might as well
I
hold
mean,
it
I don't
again.
know if anything. I guess Central America is going to be bad for us at the end of the turn. Africa is going to be, I don't know. Okay, not
Yeah.
terrible though. In fact, we could flip. We can spend our opt. Yeah, with Deco, we should be fine in Africa.
Yeah.
We were hoping for Europe,
Yeah.
and hoping that they drew CIA.
Ooh, there we go. Oh, they're getting an extra one here, though.
Yeah, they do.
All right, so overprotect Zaire.
What did they do with their what did they do with their extra up?
They cooed and failed.
Oh, they get it at the end of the turn after we make the play, right?
Yeah.
So they don't get it right now.
Don't get what right now?
The NORAD influence.
Right.
They get that after we make our play. I think I like Indonesia.
Yeah, probably, right?
Yeah. They'll go to Panama probably. Or maybe Egypt, I don't know.
They could go Angola and then fill up South Africa. I don't know. Deco's coming next for us.
Yeah,
Deco's
that's
an
our-
event. Fidel's an event. NATO is probably ops. Maybe
Probably.
a space. I don't know.
Might be a
Probably
space.
ops.
5-year plan blockade. Yeah.
I think 5-year blockade. Yeah. I think I'd rather just get more cards.
Are we eventing Fidel, I'm assuming?
I would event it.
Yeah, I think he might have scoring here.
Well, yeah. Looks like he's got mid.
Whoa,
I wouldn't do that.
that's a sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about NATO? 3 to Saudi, 1 and 1 to Israel.
I want to start filling in India as well, just for the extra point.
Well, I'd rather get the Mideast one. I mean, it sure looks like a Mideast one to me.
Yeah, I mean that's where you
Sure,
put
looks
it
like
and
mini
flip
scoring.
it.
I'd
Yeah,
rather
you're right.
keep them out of Mideast than just get one more VP.
Yeah, we're certain of midi scoring. Yep. Okay.
Especially if he's pouring that stuff
That
into.
is-
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
pouring that stuff
bring it into Egypt when he's going to
yeah,
get that.
well, it's
down
completely
later.
nonsensical unless you're holding the scoring. So,
He's going to break something now. He knows we can't continue that path.
they're holding AI war as well, so probably going to want to fill up Israel before giving it.
They could fill it up, then they could play it. If they can control Israel,
Yeah.
the other war is pretty much free for them.
Yeah.
We might even need to use Fidel in Israel. I don't know. It feels like they have Mideast. I mean, it feels almost like 95+%.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Venting decol is also like, even though it's not attacking Israel or Middle East, it still forces a response, right? They're going to want to put one back in Angola and everything.
They should. They'd give that up if they can get Mideast out there. For
Yeah.
Israel.
Really?
Yeah.
What if they use AI war in Jordan here?
Oh, that's a tricky move.
yeah, but it
Yeah,
doesn't
that
really.
that would block our domination too. Might go
Maybe
for
we
that.
just do our thing if they do that instead of spend China and Israel.
say we just decall and put more pressure on them. You know.
Yeah, maybe.
When we
maybe
decall, I'm guessing one Zaire, one Angola, one South Africa, then maybe one
Yeah.
Burma. Would that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
one Burma or maybe one Algeria.
Instead of Burma, why not the Philippines?
We're,
I'd
Well,
rather do
Philippines
Burma
is
than the
too-
Philippines.
we don't have enough.
Yeah, we're not doing
so we
anything
don't
there.
need
We're
to
not
do
going to
it.
spend 2 more ops there later.
Yeah, here we go. He's going
I
to go
think
to
they're making
Jordan.
your play, David. They're
Yep.
going to go to Jordan. Ah,
Yeah.
good for them.
Okay, we give it to them. We still get one VP, right? There we go.
Yeah, we'll still
Yeah,
get
2-1.
one VP. I think.
Let's decall on them and make them respond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where else?
One Zaire.
One Zaire,
Zaire, yeah.
and then the last one's either Algeria or Burma.
I like Algeria.
I'm okay with either one. I mean,
It's either one. I don't care.
I mean, we don't want them to break it at the end anyway, right? So,
Yeah. Well, we got 5-year plan at the end though. Too.
yeah, I think 5-year plan for blockade is probably better. 'Cause we
I
know they're
can't put
holding due
anything there.
south.
No, not blockade. Not blockade.
no.
that's why.
No.
Okay.
So I'm okay with either one.
Okay. We'll go to Burma. Southeast Asia scoring is going to be good to us.
Yeah, it sure is.
I mean, we're going to take a huge VP lead here. Asia scoring coming in right now. That's going to give us quite a few, right?
Yeah, we're getting one more mill up VP at the end of the turn, one more for Mideast. We're getting a huge Asia.
Quick math says maybe 7.
Let's see, it's 7 plus 8, 9, so we'll be up 13, I think.
It's Southeast Asia for 7 right now.
We're getting a mill up to,
Yeah, I was counting the mill up too.
yeah.
So 7 plus 1 for Mideast plus 1 for mill up.
If he doesn't score,
And we're
Really?
looking
We
right
just-
at Africa and Southeast Asia, and maybe we'll even be ahead in Central if he doesn't have time to do anything in Mexico. Probably be even, or maybe just 1 for us.
okay, do we try to take Israel here?
No,
I don't think.
I don't
so.
like it. I don't like it. I don't like the
So
Israel
three
play. Yeah,
VP
but
play.
all they got to do is either break Libya or Iraq or whatever, and then we got to respond to that.
Okay, let's score Asia then.
I like
I
scoring.
mean, it's
Asia.
nice to be greedy if you can push it to 20, but I think just score Asia. That's my preference.
As is mine. Okay.
I like that.
All right. It looks like we might have to play Fidel for the event, right?
Oh, definitely for event.
That's what we want to. That's the.
And 5-year plan. I think South Africa is a good use of 5-year plan.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad there.
I like that. It just, bro. I mean, we can also flip Angola. Although there's cards that give us influence there, and it's the best coup
It's the
target,
best.
obviously,
Yeah.
and-
Yeah. Although coup in Panama is probably the coup of choice.
yeah. South Africa also sets up real
Oh
lines.
man, I'm glad we got it out of there in time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I like two India now.
Yeah.
Just for long term.
Yeah. One South Africa.
Although it's just
Yeah, well,
scored.
South Africa's fine.
Yeah. Oh wait. What about Angola? Algeria. I mean Algeria.
Algeria.
What about Algeria?
We don't want them to punk it, right?
Well, even if he punked it when we coup, he's going to get another one. So
Yeah.
he
So
could
they do have more.
he could hit somewhere else.
Yeah,
I
we'll
don't
just
know.
if he punks it, we'll just fill South Africa.
Yeah.
That's no big deal.
Well, it's too bad he had IP war. That
I was worried about that.
Yeah, that was 3 VPs for him.
It's a good thing we got Asia scoring out early, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 VP swings, 2 for the war and one for the mill op, right?
Yeah. good. Yeah, we can't complain about the war rolls.
No, they got one and we got two, right?
Yeah, they made a 1/3. We made a 1/3. Yep.
Yeah, I
There's
knew,
a bunch
I
of
knew
weird
they were
stuff.
going to do that.
Yeah. So their
Where
roll
to?
is D-style.
You
Home
go.
style, yeah.
You go and check.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Ooh, Allende, we got an access card.
Special is free right now. NATO is active too, so we want to get that out.
If missile NVS, we can send them shuttle.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt.
Oh, we can give. Yeah, right.
Salt
we-
maybe for D-style if they space it later in the turn.
Do we just want to go ahead and score central here?
Yeah, defectors is still unseen.
What's
The
that?
Defectors is unseen.
Yeah, well,
But there's more cards that would hit us in central than there is that would. I don't know.
I mean, there's nothing that's going to come out that's going to give him Dom over here right now. But he's going to get access to Mexico and go from there, so he might as well score central now.
Allende's
You know,
tasty.
Allende's nice. Central or Allende? I'm not sure which is better.
I don't want to lose it to defectors.
You
I
don't-
vote Central. I agree with that here.
Okay, so you think Central?
Yeah, that can only get worse.
Yeah, we're not going to get much out of Central anyway.
No, it's not getting better.
Yeah. Okay, Central.
At least we get our one VP out of it. And then we can take a two-op coup of either Panama or Angola.
Yeah, let's see.
We got,
Yeah,
we,
go
we,
ahead, yeah.
we got who was special.
Yeah, special coup.
Oh, good point.
Not
Yeah, good
Panama.
catch.
We
It's
just-
a
we just scored central.
special coup.
Oh, there we go.
Hi, my beautiful family.
Hi.
They just walked in here.
Ducks going to space.
You just push the hot one back, right?
Ducks, what's our hold card? Panama?
Panama, I assume.
Panama? I'm not sure.
Panama.
We will bury you in a flower. Are those the only two?
Yeah, those are the only two.
All right. I think it's shuttle coup
No,
Angola.
special coup.
What about special?
I'm sorry. Special coup Angola. That's what I meant, but I
Yeah.
didn't say it.
Let's roll a good one. Yeah.
it worked.
Now he's going to get Algeria, which is fine. We got Angola for
Yeah,
Nigeria.
but we're still in good shape here. Takes Algeria.
Yeah.
I'd say we probably just. I mean, do we just want to event Allende next, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Allende next.
go ahead and do it before he pops in there first?
Report puppets or yeah. OSs.
He has a lot of cards. Junta, that probably would have been headlined, but yeah.
Are we in a big hurry to do kitchen? I don't think so.
No, I just counted battlegrounds. I've got us ahead 12-8.
Yeah.
So maybe 12-9 if they take Algeria. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, that's
5, 6,
even.
7, 8.
That's
yeah,
plus
that'd be 9
one.
for them.
That's even.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for us. So we've got time there.
So we're certainly spacing duck, but how do y'all feel about spacing shuttle, or should we just give it, or just maybe delay that decision?
I'm not crazy about spacing it and getting the space war with.
True.
Yeah, and
True.
Asia and Middle East have already scored, so it doesn't really hurt us.
Allende's
Okay,
next, right,
Allende
guys?
I like Allende.
Yeah.
Let's hope he doesn't realign us out of there.
Yeah, but that's always going to be the risk whenever if we play it later or play it now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he got a bad hand.
Maybe. Yeah, there's the realignment. Whoa. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
That was close.
Acceptable.
All right, you're not going to get a second chance.
So Cuban?
I think Cuban, right?
Yeah, you all want to do 2 Chile, 1
Yeah, I like that better.
Argentina?
Just in case it's got brush.
Yeah, I guess it's weaker to ABM, but ABM's not
Worse
that
for
good there
ABM, but
anyway.
it's better for brush.
For brush, ABM's better for like Africa anyway.
He's
I'm okay with that.
headlining ABM if you had ABM. I would
Yeah.
probably headlining brush too, though.
Well,
Okay.
actually, with NORAD active, you might prefer not to headline it, but well, I'm
That's
fine
true.
with ABM. That's okay.
All right, so
Prefer
we're
that
good.
for brush for reasons.
We're good with that, right?
One makes.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
And then it's going to be Kitchen to Argentina next, or how we going to approach
Yeah,
that?
probably kitchen to Argentina, and then we can start spacing after that.
What's wrong?
I don't hate going to South Africa with shuttle either. We could put
Yeah, I think Salt is probably going to be up.
probably
You can
unless
also walk through
unless
Uruguay,
they
guys. He's gonna be able to get mill-ups anyway from Africa. I'll be good to walk through Uruguay. We want to get spacing out of the way.
I'm fine with
first.
that
Get rid of
shuttle.
our
Yeah,
Or
let's do
requirements
one to.
first.
I like that, Thomas. You go 1 to Argentina,
Two to
space
Uruguay.
duck, and then you go 3 to Uruguay.
with what?
For sure.
Either shuttle or Salt.
Yeah.
No, we
We
can't
can
put
wait
3 in
until
Uruguay.
you-
We can put 2 in Uruguay.
yeah.
I usually like going 3.
So all of it into
So
Uruguay.
he'll certainly queue, especially since he doesn't have mill-ups.
Yeah, he
Um,
may coup Southeast African states.
Let's let him queue that first. Let's give him a chance. We'll space first.
Yeah, so we've got 2 turns to do stuff.
Oh, boy.
Giving us
wow.
libs.
Boy, got bad
Mexico,
hands.
1 Panama. That's probably what I'd
We
do.
have to, right?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, that's a
That's fine with
gift.
me.
That means a tough hand.
That's a tough hand. You don't do that unless
The other
you
cards they
have
want to. Well, we know D-stall, and there must be something else they really want to space.
to. I don't
Oh.
know.
Now we can walk through Colombia
Yeah,
and
well,
Uruguay at the
Grammy.
same time.
Does he have South America? He's going to walk into South America?
No.
Do y'all want to walk through Colombia? Well, should we just get rid of space first? Get rid of
No,
all
no,
the
we need
base
to-
ones.
I think
we need to
to
protect Nigeria.
I got it.
We have to overtake Nigeria.
But no,
Yeah.
let's get into Argentina too. Maybe we just use the 3 up,
We could do a
Do
yeah.
this.
I like that.
and then 1 to Argentina.
How about 1 Colombia,
No,
1
ooh,
Argentina?
No,
How do you
no,
feel
1
about that?
Argentina, 1 South Africa. I'm thinking.
1 Argentina,
Well, then
1
we're not walking up there. We don't have the ops to do it anymore.
Well, we may not walk.
We don't have the ops to do it anyway.
We may just fight in Africa for an African
Yeah.
domination. It's not terrible if we don't get to do that.
Are we holding Panama?
Yeah, I think Panama's the whole. I like this better, and then we can just fight in Africa, and maybe we don't have time for the South American one. I mean, this looks horrible for him.
I mean, we also could just walk into Colombia now, too. We can walk in both of them.
Yeah, but then you're probably playing the China to get your battleground because you
Yeah,
don't have anything to do with. You don't have anything else.
I think we just take care of our obligations here first.
Yeah, let's just space
Space
duck
duck.
and get the chance, and then, I mean, he's going to coup Mozambique or what is it, Southeast African states.
Southeast
Yeah.
African states, yeah.
These are German soldiers.
So he's going to coup there,
They're
and
not Nazis.
then we need to coup back to try to keep our doms. I mean, once he gets his mill ops, who cares? We need to fight for the African dom.
Right, so we can coup Saharan states with Kitchen.
Yeah, something like that.
Or we can take Salt and go 2 Botswana, 1 South Africa.
Yeah, or to what is it? I always forget. Is it to Ivory Coast?
Oof.
I don't want space here.
Yeah, let's space duck. We don't want to salt for D-style, do we?
I
No.
don't think
Yeah.
so.
Especially with NORAD and everything. Like, I think
Yeah,
we're
I don't
good.
think we need it.
It's not that good. At this point, it's not even a good
It's
card.
not, yeah, it's definitely not as good. Not since we're in South America now.
With good opportunities to walk to the other 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Botswana and South Africa here with Salt.
I don't like Botswana because we may get that for free with South African unrest.
I see.
Oh, yeah,
So
I'd
'cause
rather I'd rather go to
Ivory Coast.
Ghana, Ivory Coast. What's to the left of Nigeria?
Yeah, it's Ivory Coast.
Yeah, that's another VP.
Just kitchen
I really like
around.
Colombia.
Yeah, let's just Kitchen
Yeah.
to South Africa here.
You want to coup with it, though, instead? He's got the coup anyway.
Let's do the
Yeah.
coup. Let's do the coup with it.
I like
Let's do
that.
it.
I think that's a good idea.
Let's coup Sahara instead.
Yeah, let's do that.
I like that idea. Yeah.
You'd rather
So
do
those
that?
one-out cards, I feel like.
Yeah.
That's actually the best outcome.
Yeah, no, I would prefer one because he coups us now. Then we're gonna have to take another one just to get domination.
Oh, we're planning on taking Ivory Coast anyway.
Do Sudan instead.
There's the coup.
But we not could still go for Salt, actually, in the sense that if we're going to be headlining. I mean, it wouldn't hurt us in terms of NORAD. I want to grab D-Sol. I mean, well, I guess we'll
That
grab
actually
D-Sol.
might be.
Hey, take a look at the discard. Let's see what's in there.
Yeah, let's look at
Let's just take a look.
diesel tasty.
So DC.
Raising DEFCON doesn't hurt us, I don't think.
Yeah, but you know that it's going to give up Africa because he's going to coup.
Yeah.
He's
He
going to
doesn't coup
immediately
of
coup
Africa,
Nigeria. So I don't want
I
to do
think,
that.
He's got a really tough hand. Maybe he's got gun even. He's got something that he's
Yeah, he might have a gun man.
really bad.
Yeah, I
He's
don't.
got something that's really, really bad.
I don't want to
But
raise the
they sold it.
DEFCON. Yeah, because he
I'm not
did.
sure what's really bad. Quagmire, maybe? It's either gun or
Oh,
Quagmire.
they might just event Quag. I mean,
Maybe Muslim Revolution.
That's not so
I guess
bad for
maybe
him.
Brezhnev, and he's just holding Brezhnev to the end. No, he's got two, so he's got one that he's going to hold.
Yeah, that's my gun.
I
Right.
Blueberry, yeah.
No, it's gone.
There you got discarded. You
Oh,
got
my bad.
discarded with Omit. Cultural, he would have played it. OPEC, maybe it's OPEC. He doesn't want to give us 3 VPs.
We might be able to get to the top of South America anyway. We can put one in Uruguay here, and then take Dom and one in South Africa.
You mean do this?
One South Africa, one in a one stability non-battleground, and one
One in Sudan, yeah. One in Sudan, one in
Sudan. Sudan's good.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like the Ivory Coast one, but okay. That we still have Dom.
No, just one in Uruguay, and then we can put one in South
No, I
Africa.
don't like this. I don't want to go there.
Yeah?
No.
You gotta take South Africa.
One South Africa, and then I think we take two of the one stabs, so that no matter what if he coups, he's still not going to break the domination.
Oh, that's better, yeah.
Okay.
So like either Cameroon and Saharan or Sudan, I'm not sure which ones are better, but I think we go two of the one stabs in Africa.
What's the one below Zaire?
Is that Zimbabwe or
Zimbabwe.
Zambia?
I never know their names either. This is-
I know the real countries, I just don't know the names on the Twilight Struggle board.
Saharan
Right.
states or Zimbabwe?
I mean, both of Zimbabwe and Zambia are somewhere down there.
Zimbabwe is down here. Botswana
That's
is
fine.
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Zimbabwe.
that square is actually more on Zambia than it is on Zimbabwe, to be honest.
So where do you guys want to go? Sudan or
Sudan, I like Zimbabwe because it doesn't really threaten us with a real line. Cause
Yeah,
you
but
can't do
now-
anything with it. So you want to stay away from Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Right now we're scoring South America for 4.
Yeah.
There you called it.
And he's holding something bad, too. He's holding something.
So I'm
Let's go to
assuming it's
Botswana.
this, right?
Yeah, Botswana, definitely.
Yeah.
So he's probably holding gunman. I think you're right. He's holding the.
Gotta be holding gun.
He's holding something bad.
He's got a bad hand. That's why we playing our man because he's like, I got all these bad cards. Well, no, that's the wrong way to play our man then.
He's hoping for the Hail Mary and pull out Southeast Asia and Africa and South America. or
There's some
something.
bad scorings out there for sure, yeah.
Well, the cards that are going to hurt us are Junta, OAS. We have Panama, so we can keep. If we, I would not hate drawing Brezhnev and OAS and then double spacing Panama and OAS.
All right, I'm going to be back in just 1 minute, guys.
I think we want to hold Kennedy if we get Kennedy, if he's holding up gun man. He doesn't have anything good to do with
What's
his op.
Africa, 6?
I mean,
6, yeah. So, we're in winter territory here if we get a couple of scoring cards, Africa and Southeast Asia, or Africa and South America.
all scoring cards go left are good for us.
Actually, all the scoring cards are good for us, yeah. The remaining 3.
Thing that could hurt us is nuke subs.
Nuke subs would definitely hurt us.
But then we can crawl that to South America while he's doing this. I figured he'd do that, yeah. He's got to crawl.
Well, we got voice. That's a space card.
Like socialist here. Well, I guess, wait, is,
Yeah, it's unseen. Defectors is unseen.
oh, Miss Lenvy's still out there, right?
Miss Lenby is still out there.
What are you guys thinking? We're going to wait for Michael, but,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back, guys.
well, I mean, if we play Muslim Revolution, you can still feel socialist from us. Because we don't have anything good from Miss Lenvy.
This is a shit hand. I'm okay if he bear traps us on this one.
We'll only maybe get one space, and one small step is out there too, so we want a space quick.
That's true.
Socialist, I think. Just
You like
to kill
socialist?
NORAD. Just to kill
Oh,
NORAD.
NORAD, yeah, that's true.
But he doesn't have NORAD threat on us spell right now, does he?
We're probably queuing Colombia here anyway, but yeah, still, we can take 2 from Canada. And
What was his last play? I missed his AR7 play last turn. He went to
It was
Colombia.
Colombia, Saharan States.
He put 1 in Saharan State. What? Oh,
Yeah.
Saharan State. Okay.
Yeah, Colombia and Saharan States.
Okay.
We could play Latin American Death Squads if we want to be safer. Or you just can,
I don't hate socialists here. It gets defectored, or we don't get NORADed. So
yeah, I think socialists make sense, especially due to NORAD. Defectors would hurt.
can't imagine defecting.
What is our AR1 play?
He's going to have a lot of good plays.
To Colombia.
no,
His card came out fast.
no, we coup Panama.
He's got grain. We're getting grained here.
Yeah, we're gonna get grained.
I would 100% want to coup Colombia in this situation. I mean, we could also walk through Uruguay, I guess. But
We're either getting grained or we're getting junta, guys. Those are the two things that
Grain or
are going to
junta.
hurt us.
So we've got. Let's think about what we're going to do with these cards too. We've got Voice, Nixon, and Camp David. We can space one. We can UN one. So are we playing one? Are we playing Camp David then?
Yeah, I
Or are
think
we going
so.
to play China and then we can hold? Oh, we got OAS
I think
too.
it depends. If he gets to the ones in like OAS, I would probably want to do with UN intervention.
Yeah, that would be better.
I'm good to give Nixon. I think voice has to be spaced, right?
Yeah, we can space one for sure.
Either give Camp David or play China card for it, and hold it. Play something along those lines.
I think socialist is the play here, guys.
That's too socialist.
Let's do socialist.
And
There's the
there's
grain.
grain.
Here's Grenade.
Pull Camp David or OAS. No, not OAS. Panama's okay.
Well, we don't have any great neutral cards, so there's nothing that he's going to pull that's like the greatest card in the world.
2 from West Germany or 2 from France?
I think we pulled 2 from Canada,
Well, where do we pull the third one from?
West Germany?
West Germany.
Okay, yeah, where's Germany? That's fine. Truman's gone.
Oh, no.
No, that's not too bad actually. You might
No.
want to return that.
Well, anything he draws is not so bad. I mean,
Yeah.
if he draws Muslims, and he
That's
has
true.
to defend it. So as long as we don't have a great neutral card, anything he draws is not too bad. I
So
guess
I-
UN would have been the best one for him to draw because he'd have to give it back.
You have to get back.
Yeah.
I think he's just gonna return it.
I don't think he will.
I don't know.
I think he's going to play it.
I think he's going to play it, and he's going to pull 2 out of Nigeria and 2 out of Mexico.
We don't really have a good coup target.
Colombia.
Yeah, we got a good coup target in Colombia. I think he could still have missile.
Yeah, I think we coup with Muslim. Right?
Point. Should we use Muslim quickly?
Yeah, duck is in the discard, so missile is very much a card. If he has it, he will event
I
it.
mean, we could. It's kind of overkill. We could use Muslim on
You can use
Colombia.
it on Columbia.
That's
Yeah,
fine. Yeah, just blast away.
Columbia is hugely important. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not
I guess
really a
I'm
waste.
leaning
Like,
toward Muslim right away to Columbia. We'll see what he does with voice if he events or if he coups.
What would you consider the power cards to be at the mid-war? Like,
Punta, ABM, maybe brush war, maybe salt, maybe missile. Those are kind of more situational, I think.
Yeah, who did AVM for the number one too?
Yeah,
and
they're
and
both
brush,
good
right?
guys.
Brush war.
And then of
Would
course
you
purge too. Purge is coming back, so purge is always a good one.
brush and brush, right?
Brush. I mean, it loses so much of the time. 1/3, you actually lose. Feels like it's more to me, but
Yeah, but you still want it in your hand, not in the opponent's hand.
yeah, it's definitely a great card.
Yeah.
I mean, if nothing else, you just use it for the ops. 3 ops that are free is a good card.
And we're kind of sucking for time, guys. Just
Get 4 people. Go slow.
We're okay, I think. We started with a 90-minute game, so we have all the way down to 0, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He's gonna event it.
Oh, so you
Did
know
he
what
take
he's.
out of South Africa?
ooh, if only we had Che.
Oh, he took out of Argentina.
Yeah.
Let's bomb Columbia with missile muzzle, right?
Well, I'm good for that. Let's do it.
I'm good for it. Let's do it.
What guys really want to go for Colombia here
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Muslim?
Use domination.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we can use China here. It's fine. Use China.
Yeah,
Ops seem to be very valuable right now. Yeah, and plus, like,
UNOAS, Space Camp
yeah,
David,
definitely.
and then maybe hold Panama. Oh no, we won't be able to hold because we lost one.
It's annoying. Oh, okay. I say we go 3 right into Venezuela.
Got kind of 3 right now.
3 into Venezuela.
Got kind of 3
China?
though.
We don't have a 3
Even
out card.
so, I mean,
Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
and there's strong.
If you coup somewhere else, he's just gonna coup Colombia next.
Let's say 3 Venezuela, maybe 1 into whatever that middle African country is to walk to Nigeria.
So you want to play
Yeah.
the China card? Is
Yeah.
what you're saying? You want to go 1, 2, 3 in this?
Yeah, and the third one's not a waste because we're giving Panama anyway. Making all returns.
Yeah, it's definitely
What do you
not
all think
waste,
about
but,
Yeah.
I like that. Or either using 4 in Venezuela, just going all 4 of them, just saying, "We dare you, coup us." I guess Brush War's still out there though, so that's.
I like this play. I like this play because
All
then we
right,
can.
let's do this. Let's do
All right.
this. Let's do this.
Kind of tells us
Also
they
gives
have
them
South
something to
Africa.
ponder here. I think they're going to take their time. They are losing. They might go for Venezuela just because it's like the high risk but higher reward play. But have another good event too, like Junta or something. Like I don't know. I don't know what we're going to see here. It's a big
Yeah,
action
really.
round for them.
Well, they
Could be
might
anything.
they might coup Colombia again, and if they do, oh, there's the brush.
Oh.
war, yep.
There's Brush War. They're trying Venezuela. Yeah,
Ah!
Oh, and they get it.
All
that
right.
was too bad.
Nixon to Argentina, or do we want to coup Venezuela?
I honestly don't know what we want to do here. Nigeria's up for grabs, but with DEFCON at 3, I mean,
I think we coup Venezuela and hope for a big
think-
roll with Nixon.
that's what I think so as well.
Yeah.
Because if they take Nigeria, it's not the worst. We still have domination in Africa.
I mean, if we take it, they coup back, so it's kind of pointless. And if we don't coup a battleground, they're going to coup in Africa. I mean, we don't really
Yeah.
need to coup, right? If they coup Africa, we take Nigeria. But it's
Very Latin American
Yeah,
death
yeah,
row
yeah,
was
yeah.
a headline.
it's nice.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. That was a definite possible.
Coup it?
I think we have
Yeah.
to.
Nope. Roll the 1. Well, you know,
We take Nigeria. Do you all want to space next, just because one small step is still
no,
unseen?
because he's probably got this, so I'm going to want to fill Argentina next.
It won't be a domination for him. I think we do space. I'm assuming he's going to go Brazil, Nigeria.
I might even be able to take Brazil here. He wants to in Nigeria, right? So
Huh.
yeah, base here or
What are we
I think
spacing?
we space.
Camp David, right?
Yeah, it's the only.
Yeah.
yes.
So he played Brush War. He played Defectors. Okay.
So Panama's not gonna really hurt us that much now. So we can OS.
Yeah. So we're not holding anything. No? Oh, he spaced it. Okay.
You want to just go 1 to Argentina, or do you want to go 2 right now with lads?
I think we want to hold a 2-out card to the end,
Yeah, I do too.
just in case.
So why don't we
So
just play
maybe we
Panama?
go-
The one-offs are better for the
The
cooing the
coup.
non-battlegrounds in Africa, though, I will say.
Yeah, let's do a coup in Saharan states if we're not
Yeah.
going to use lads.
You want to use Panama?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I don't think.
Yeah, let's do
That's
Panama.
fine, yeah.
I guess I
So-
would use you in OAS.
Okay.
Technically, it's better in case we get like bear trapped or something.
The only reason I would want to go to Argentina instead is for realignment reasons.
Let's coup Saharan states.
You got it.
Well,
Put some pressure on them to, because we could realign them out of there.
Yeah, we'll see what he's worried about. ABM is the big danger. That's the card we have. Well, I guess Hunt is also a danger.
Junta's a huge danger.
come back with Panama.
I think so. Let's coup Cameroon.
Well, at least he's not filling Canada again. So
Yeah, we're catching up on time. We're good on time actually. We'll be fine.
now we're a little behind.
Yeah, but you can always speed up. I mean, you got 9 minutes a turn. That's an eternity to play your cards.
So are we going to Argentina or are we realigning Nigeria?
Oh no, we've got to go to Argentina.
I thought so.
I mean, Hunt is still out there. You've got to get to Argentina. Puppets is still out there.
Yeah, Puppet's still out there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that-
that's
There
great.
you go. That's nice. Let's go to Argentina.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're Southeast Asia away from finishing it.
We got domination South America right now.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, that's
assuming
not gonna
we'll
last.
take Brazil.
At least you can't fill Canada.
That's going to be for Southeast Asia, yeah. This is not going to be that bad. We're going to take Thailand and go to Uruguay and let him take the coup. Ooh, or maybe we're going to take our points.
I think we'll take our points, get the domination.
Oh, we
and-
have Lone Gunman.
So, South America's 5 VPs? Or 4?
4.
How many is South America?
South America's 4.
How many is Southeast Asia?
It's 2. That wins us the game.
We could have Junta, though.
Defectors is gone.
Say we scare him.
Well, if he's got Junta, it's going to be 0 either way. Right? So we might as well play South America scoring. We're not going to get to Brazil.
Well, if we
Good point.
scare... Southeast Asia is how many? 2?
Right now it's 2, yeah, but I mean, we can fill
Take
it.
Thailand, it's 4. Flip Laos, it's 6.
Right. So we might as well play South America scoring. if we get no points, great. If we get, headline it, right? If we get 4 points, great. Then all we got to, we don't even have to play anything. We just play Southeast Asia on AR1 and the game's over.
We could get bear traps here.
Bear trap is a possibility.
Is Missile still out there?
Missile's still out there.
We can send him NTB for that.
What do you think?
I always like Red Scare and let things develop because we know it's going to go out clean.
It's either that or play gunman.
We're gonna take if we do scare, then we take Thailand, and we push to Uruguay.
Yeah, and make them.
And make him make a decision, and then he can coup Argentina, or he could take Brazil. Either one, we don't care. If he takes Brazil, I guess we coup it.
So the only way
Or
to really
we could even just score Southeast Asia for 4, and then you 2 for 1.
Yeah.
You could try to flip Laos if he's under purge. Puppets is going to be our space. Yansk is going to be our hold if we don't win the turn, if we don't win the game this turn.
I just love Red Scare because you have big events that can really hurt us.
ABM and Junta are the big events. And Missile too, I
He
suppose.
could have Colonial.
Yeah, he could have Colonial too. I think I prefer Purge as well, and just figure it out from there.
Oh man, I'm telling you
Yeah,
guys.
Purge really hurts. It hurts to be purged.
Okay.
What do you think?
All right, I'll do it, but under protest. I think we ought to score South America.
If he doesn't play, we can just score South America. I mean,
Yeah, if he doesn't Junta or ABM, we just go South America right away. And if he does that, we're probably better having purged him.
yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Unless, of course, we are bear trapped. Then we're not doing any of those things.
Good point. But no, I like this play. They'll be purged. It'll be harder for them to do anything. I think we've got it here. I think.
Oh, if they get trapped is the only danger.
They're going to purge.
Never know.
Oh, there's ABM. Okay.
ABM.
So he gets that out before our purge. So he would know what to do if we played.
That's fine. Yep.
That's fine. That's the game.
Yeah.
We just score South America, and that's over.
Yeah, score South America.
No.
We got you two though. We got you two.
Yeah, we're
Right.
good, right?
That's fine. That's still a good play to score it here, actually.
Yeah, just
There's
score it.
nothing wrong with
Score it.
it.
It's fine. They
Still the right play.
We can
they've
also
gotta
try
score
to flip
VPs
Lao.
right now.
That's absolutely still the right play. They're going to queue in Africa, or they're going to take a queue most likely.
They're
Defcon's
going
at
to
3.
get VPs. They're going to think, oh my gosh, these guys have a VP. We need to get.
Yeah, that was absolutely the
Bear
right play. Okay, we can deal with that.
All right. So we
Bad
get
puppets. Perfect. That helped us actually.
Yeah, we're fine on that.
I think we're good. I think we're still winning Southeast Asia too, right?
No,
it's
or
tied up.
even.
But we could pour them into Laos if we needed to.
Yeah, we can flip Laos, but we can't overprotect both it and Indonesia. But he'll probably
Yeah.
have to play China in response, which is
Well, that's
We'll
probably
see.
what
They're unlikely to even get. Yeah, that's not
Oh,
going to get VPs.
that's the game.
Yeah. Or we could space nuclear test ban. Just kidding.
Shut up, man.
you want to space NTV?
No.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, wait a second. Wait, it wouldn't even give us a VP, Thomas.
GG.
Well, you know, it's,
That would be
Don't
even
confuse
more.
them.
I totally
People
overruled
are-
that. I'm in charge of the computer. I totally overruled that.
Yeah, see, if we did South America there, we wouldn't have got South America scoring. He would have just filled.
He would have cooed Argentina.
Oh,
he would've
yeah,
filled
that too.
Brazil on. Yeah, one or the other. You're right.
Well, which is fine, and then we would have filled Southeast Asia, and we would have won it that way.
Well, then he would have cooed. He would have cooed Thailand.
No,
Yeah.
no, because if he cooed Argentina, the DEFCON would have gone down.
Well, maybe he doesn't coup. Maybe he just puts 2 into Brazil.
Yeah, 2 in Brazil and 2 in Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 Brazil, 2 Thailand.
Okay.
But then we take Thailand, and then he coups it with China card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did it right going first.
You don't want you don't want to give them the option with no scorings coming out, right?
Yeah, there's just too many cards that could affect it.
All right.
Nice work, gentlemen.
Good
Turn
job,
6.
guys.
Turn 6, man. Last time they went down 40 points. This time they only went down 29.
Soon they'll only be going down by 10 or 5.
They got all power cards in mid-war to make a difference. So we had a big lead.
I think we're just too far behind. It was just.
Oh, yes, terrible turn 4. Terrible turn 4.
And considering
Yeah, they had to give
considering
it
our worst hand was turn 1, and they had containment.
Ask them if their hold. No, it wasn't. Their hold wasn't gun. What was their hold on turn? Was it turn 4 or turn 5?
We don't know. They're gone.
Turn 4.
They've left. They've left, guys.
All right.
All right. I'm leaving too.
All right,
Thanks,
guys.
Michael, for setting up.
Hey, before you go, we don't know who our opponent is, so it'll probably be a while because I don't even think they've played their first game. But I will contact you guys when we have an opponent for the championship.
Okay. Don't schedule anything for 19 through 28 of September.
I'll send out an email like I always do, talking about tentative dates, and then I won't schedule anything until I hear back from you guys. So.
All right. All right. So you've been gaming with Lone Star United. Come back early, come back often. We're out.